A $30 loot box has EAFC fans crying. Nintendo say they'll support the Switch until 2025, and the $3,500 gaming PC. That looks like a shoe. I'm Ash Dixon, and this is GINX News. Every year we have the same discussion. Man, those FIFA games are greedy, aren't they? Yeah, but maybe this year will be different. Let's both pay $70 to find out. Yeah! And surprise, surprise, no, it just got even worse. That's because despite dropping the FIFA branding, the Ultimate Team mode is very much alive and kicking in EA Sports FC 24. Now, a very quick download for the blessed few who've never touched Ultimate Team, but it essentially turns EAFC into a trading card game. Players are represented by cards, and you can only make teams out of the cards that you own. How do you get new players? Booster packs, of course, and if you want a decent team, you're going to be opening up quite a few. And that's where the new Elite Season Opener Pack comes in, the $30 pack that EA put up for sale before the game had even released. But that's not the full story, because of course you buy it with in-game currency. So let's take a peek at the numbers. You can pick up the Elite Season Opener Pack for 285,000 Ultimate Team coins. That's the in-game currency that requires an insane amount of grinding, or 3,000 FC points, which is the premium currency. Now, yes, 3,000 FC points equates to around $30, but this is microtransactions we're talking about, so good luck buying that exact amount. No, the closest bundle is 2,800 FC points, so be prepared to splash out even more if you want to buy that pack. So let's say you buy it, what do you actually get? Well, you get 45 rare gold player cards rated at 80 or higher, which sounds great, but considering there are literally hundreds of players in the low 80s, don't expect to pull anything great. In fact, you only have a 5.6% chance of pulling a 90+ player. So $30 for likely a load of dupes. Guess you better pay for some more packs, all while trying to forget that you paid $70 for the base game too. And it also calls into question how they've integrated women players. Of course, it's great they're in Ultimate Team, and EA will obviously take it as a big PR win, but ultimately, they've massively diluted the pool of lower rated gold cards, making it even more costly to get the very best players. And yes, no one has to pay for these packs, but they're so pay to win that the mode basically becomes a write-off for anyone who doesn't want to splash out. And I wish I could say that I have hope that the community will rally against these greedy practices, but let's be honest, these are the same people paying $70 for basically the same game every single year. So I won't hold my breath. A Final Fantasy XIV player has become the first person to unlock all 2,571 achievements, which is absolutely insane, and I will explain why. The MMO has been out for over a decade now and is rather notorious for its achievements list. That's not just because they add a whole ton more with every expansion. No, some of these achievements take hundreds of hours of gameplay just by themselves. The Japanese user plays over on the Garuda server, and the Milestone has genuinely left the community shocked, to the point where people are actually concerned for this dude's mental and physical health. For context, some of these achievements take a minimum of 7 years of daily playing to complete. You also have to clear every Savage and Ultimate fight, each of which take weeks of progressions to clear. You have to complete all 64 relic weapons. These each take dozens of hours. You have to win 5,000 PvP matches, earn 10 million gil just from specific repeatable quests. Like, the list is so unfathomably huge, I barely have the time to scratch the surface of what this guy has done. And if that wasn't enough, he's got all but 2 mounts in the game. There's over 200 of those, by the way, and we're pretty sure he'll get those very soon too. Now, I wish we could get a /time played on this one, because I am fascinated by how many hours he's put into this. Some rough estimations from other players include upwards of 20,000 hours. That's over 833 days of playing Final Fantasy XIV. Insane. Now, I've personally never been a completionist. There's just too many games out there that I want to play, so I just end up jumping ship before I even get close. Although saying that, over on Fall Guys, I am 1 achievement away from completion, though. I mean, seriously, Mediatonic, how the hell am I meant to get 5 wins in a row? Ridiculous. Anyway, I'm curious about all of you out there. What's your proudest 100% completion? Let us know in the comments down below. The president of Nintendo has said they'll continue to support the Nintendo Switch into 2025. Everyone is obviously hungry for the next Nintendo console at this point, and we all basically know it's going to drop some point next year. So in a new interview with Shuntaro Furukawa, he's been asked what that means for the Switch. Well, he said in terms of software, they'll continue to support it until the following fiscal year ending in March 2025. It's a somewhat different approach to Sony and Microsoft, who've only very recently stopped dropping their AAA titles on older consoles. The Switch will be 8 years old too at that point, and let's be honest, its hardware was never exactly powerful, and it makes sense that its support will drop pretty quick, as it will probably explode if you try and run anything new on it. Plus, it's not like anyone's Joy-Cons will work by then anyway. Currently, Nintendo are pretty close-lipped on new games to come, which makes sense. They'll be saving all of those big announcements to help sell their next console, which means it's highly likely that Princess Peach Showtime, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, and Paper Mario will be the last games we see on Switch. Rather ironic that 2 of those are remakes, but hey, who doesn't love a bit of nostalgia for $50 a piece? Epic's director of publishing strategy has left the company. Sergey Golonkin joined the company back in 2016, though yesterday marked his very last day. And while industry news is always good to talk about, what's particularly intriguing here is the choice of words in his statement. So let's have a little look at what he said. Well, first of all, he shared some of his proudest achievements while at Epic, raising $144 million in donations to help Ukraine, launching Fortnite, and Epic Game Store's generous revenue shares. But he continues on by saying Epic Games is on its way to transforming from a game developer, engine creator, and publisher into a platform, Epic 5.0. I am not a good fit for this new version of Epic. It requires people of a different kind. And that's what's got people curious. You see, the company is currently in 4.0. It's Epic's way of summarizing its current direction and aims as a company. Epic 4.0, for example, saw the company take a seismic shift away from console games like Gears of War back to PC gaming. They launched Fortnite, made the Unreal Engine free, and went through a period of massive growth. And now comes Epic 5.0, and as Sergey says, the aim is now to condense everything down into a single platform, which for me has one word springing to mind: Metaverse. It's a rather infamous term, but Epic have already been vocal about turning Fortnite into a complete ecosystem, and it seems the plan is to further integrate everything into one single place. What exactly that all entails is not yet clear, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. What do you think about metaverses though? Are they a doomed fad or an inevitability at this point? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. We've seen some strange looking PCs in the past, including a prism, a footstool, and whatever the hell that is supposed to be. But the latest creation from Cooler Master might just have you running to the hills. That's because their newest creation, the Sneaker X, looks, well, like a sneaker. Starting out live as a home-build PC from tech modder Juggerpat Modifier, the Sneaker X was picked up by Cooler Master, who've turned it into an actual retail product that you can buy. There are currently 2 versions you can pre-order, with the top-of-the-range model sporting an Intel Core i7 processor with an RTX 4070 Ti graphics card. But how much will it cost, I hear you cry?
How much will it cost?
Well, for you, sir, they'll give you the special price of $3,800.
Wow.
Tasty. Too pricey? Well, then there's always the bargain option for an RTX 4070 for a low price of $3,500. A great deal, I'm sure you'll agree. Funnily enough, this isn't the first time a tech company has combined PC gaming with stylish footwear. A couple of years back, tech company RTKFT designed these wearable PC trainers featuring a 3080 graphics card and a teeny tiny screen on the ankle. They're now selling NFTs, so you can see how well those did. Back to the Sneaker X though, and it's currently only available for pre-order in the US, UK and mainland Europe, and whilst I do really like the design, I struggle to see how they'd fit amongst my vast collection of fans. And that's the show. Thanks for watching. As always, a like and subscribe would be marvellous, and if you're hungry for more, because of course you are, well, yesterday's video is right here, ready to consume. We'll see you tomorrow.